Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Thursday, May 9th, 2024. In this video, we're going to take a look at some formerly and currently taboo topics, one in particular, and see what the universe has to tell us about. I'm going to, it's kind of a rabbit trail, so we're going to look at what started my curiosity and get to my question. And to help you understand the mental maneuvering I did, I have a compilation for you. If you'd like to look at it in a little closer detail, because there's a few topics that there is a topic I'm going to just mention, but not going to detail on. You're welcome to click on the links in that compilation. To get to it, just click on the Facebook link that will be in the video description box for this video. Okay, I'm going to take you to a share screen, and then we'll see how the taboo topics came about. All right, yesterday, when I was looking across various social media platforms and just reading and keeping myself informed about things, I came across a post, a thread by Not Op Q, and I have it linked for you here. I'm not going to go into great detail on it, but it talked about the vril lizard reptilian parasite. Okay, the proboscis droning process, also known as whatever. Okay, so in this thread, one of the people also reading it said that they had some information about the vril, but they knew that they couldn't post it without getting shut down and taboo treatments happening. I'm trying not to use words that will get me in trouble here. We know what I mean by taboo topics. Okay, so then Not Up Q said, no, go ahead and share away. This is no longer a taboo topic. You see, I had just assumed it was only because it was on the platform X that it was under discussion. So I wanted to confirm that. I came over to a place that still has many taboo topics, Facebook, and did a search for reptilian vril. And there were a lot of things offered. Now, to be quite honest, some of them were obviously fake, some of them were humorous, but some of them weren't. And the point being that this is no longer a taboo topic. Well, we know that there still are taboo topics. Now, if you're interested in reading this thread, you can click on this link here and get to it. If the topic of vril interests you, my good friend, Linda Paris, or Snarky McAllister, often has a update or information about them in her videos. And I gave you a specific link to the most recent time when that was one of her topics. Now, Linda often does 1-hour videos. I'm going to teach you a little hack there, okay? And I'm taking you to the exception to the rule. As you can see here, vril is listed as a topic that will be under discussion. Normally, every single topic is also, so they're always listed here. You can look at what's going to be talked here. And then if you want to see the order of appearance, you can look up here and see it. So in other words, if you don't want to watch an entire hour of video, you just want one topic out of those, you can see its third topic and kind of, fast forward a little bit and see if you get to it. So there is your navigation hack for my friend Linda McAllister. Now let's go back here. Then I thought there's still some taboo topics. One of them being 17. You see here on YouTube, I still have to refer to that team as the 17 team. And I wondered, is there going to come a time when that won't be a taboo topic? That's still not my question, though. I want to combine that with a thought here about the Streisand effect. Now I'm going to stop the share, because if you're interested in that, you can look at this Britannica link I have for you about that. Back in 2003, Barbara Streisand was worried that her privacy had been invaded with a photo that was on the internet showing her home with her name on it. And she sued the photographer to have that photo removed. And in the process of that, she got so much more attention than if she had just not mentioned it. And the lawsuit didn't go her way, as I understand it, but it became such a standout incident that there's now something called the Streisand effect. When something is put down as false, as a conspiracy theory, as all sorts of things, to the point that it makes people interested and dive into it to see for themselves what all the fuss is about. And I wondered, is that what the 17 team is doing? Are they allowing the Streisand effect to raise awareness? Because there's so much misinformation out there, but it's not all misinformation about 17. I think the word is slowly getting out that 17 is not, there's not, an anon is a person who looks into the posts that were done by the 17 team. That's simple. There's no group to join or anything else. I think that word is getting out. And then people want to dive a little deeper and say, well, what was all the fuss about the posts they did? So they dive a little deeper. Is that part of a strategy the White Hats have or are making the most of? Or is 17 and discussion of them truly a taboo topic? So that's my question for the internet. Obviously, there's still some taboo there. I was putting time out for that very topic here on YouTube. It's made me much more careful about how I phrase things. So there is still, and that was just last September, so there still is an element of that going on. So my question again is, are the White Hats making use of the Streisand effect for this, or is it truly a taboo type of topic? Let's ask the universe and find out. And of course, as always, we'll be welcoming additional insights or information. Let's see what the cards have to say. I'm going to transfer the camera over to the tarot table, and you can watch me work with the cards, and we'll find out together. 1 second. So, is the 17 team taking advantage of the Streisand effect to draw inquiring minds into the topic? Or is it still truly taboo, plus other insights and information the universe wants us to know? All right, let's stuck to the tarot table clock. Okay, we have the 4 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Temperance, the Emperor, 9 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. Okay, I'm going to share with you the overall impressions I'm getting for our question and the information we're getting. And then we'll look at some of the elements of the cards that led me to say those things. So first of all, we've got the whole situation is being shown by the 4 of Wands, which is always in the upright position, a joyful card, and one of partnership. So it's interesting. We're asking about the Team Q, and the topic of Q is it truly a taboo topic, and they're using the Streisand effect, or is it simply the Streisand effect? I'm getting the impression that at the start it was truly taboo, absolutely truly taboo, and then because of that Streisand effect, it ended up being ineffectively taboo. So the reason I say that is because when we look over here, this card always tells more about the topic, and it's one of balance. And so again, they made the most of a situation and they've been really pretty happy with how it's worked out. I think if the 17 team had been openly discussed and analyzed and evaluated, it would have been only for a short time in the news cycle. Because remember, it's been well over a year since any new additions have been done to that site. By allowing it to remain kind of off limits and taboo, in part because we know that the media is making some not public but very, very deep changes. They've been able to moderate what's going on, and again, keep the topic in the news cycle. Why? Anytime something's forbidden, it gets attractive. So the emperor shows up for the near future. It looks like in the near future, by the universe's understanding of near future, there will be more open discussion allowed. We see it incrementally happening. I can touch on a topic like this, talking carefully, and my channel has not gotten put in the naughty corner. Whereas 2 years ago, I couldn't have even been this candid about where my curiosity lies today. Let's get a couple more cards, see if there's a little more information going on. We have the Five of Cups and the Hierophant. Interesting. Okay. Five of Cups is often it's my it stands for the person playing the part of 46. So I that's why it causes me to smile, because its actual meaning has to do more with loss and sorrow, and always that the focus of the figure here is on what has been spilled, not what's still available. So while there's been a calamity and 3/5 have spilled, 2/5 haven't. 40%. Not quite half full, but it's better than a total loss. And the Hierophant showing up here. That's interesting. And we may have a visitor in a second, because Alyeska has been very much wanting to be in the video today. Often the Hierophant card for me stands for the deep state and the media. So this is telling me that they're sad that their efforts to stifle the flow of information has been so hampered by platforms like Mr. T's True Social, and the purchase of the X platform by Elon Musk 2.0. And so they've lost quite a bit of their hold on the information flow. Again, we got the 60% popping out at me. So interesting. So initially taboo, absolutely. The white hats, knowing about Streisand effect, have capitalized on that. And in other words, the attempts to stifle the information haven't been effective. And in the near future, there's going to be even less stifling to the sorrow and dismay of the deep state. Let's recap. I found a fairly extensive discussion about the vril on X yesterday. Among the comments was someone that said they had information, but they knew they couldn't share it. And the original poster said, oh, contraire, you can. It's no longer a taboo topic. Well, we know that there are some that still are. One of them is the topic of 17, and the other is anything that is health product related is very much a taboo topic. But I wondered if the 17 team was finding a way to capitalize on their remaining taboo status through the Streisand effect, when we talked about what that was. So that was our question. Hang on, I'm going to stop the camera for just a second. I'm not moving any cards because they're already laid out, but I need to cough. Our question was, is the topic of 17 still truly taboo? And if so, how does the Streisand effect layer into it? Well, we got into the whole topic was indicated with the Four of Wands, which is one of agreement and good arrangements and things like that. And so at the moment, just the fact that there's still an element of taboo to that topic, the white hats are actually fairly glad about that. Because by the time you're ready to be interested in those posts and how they might correlate today, several years down the road, with things that are going on and what have you, you're pretty well awake. Yes, originally though, there was deliberate stifling. And again, the white hats made the best of a bad situation and actually ended up being very happy with the fact that they did. Here is a card showing some generosity, and it paid off well for them. The very fact that there was such an outcry about how fake it was, how cultish it was, things like that, actually ended up working in their favor. So the Temperance card showed up for the present. So for the present, I think we're going to have the status quo remain. Discussions about that team and the posts that they have are going to have to continue to be careful, but not for long. The universe said in the near future, the Emperor's going to dominate, and that's often the white hats and Mr. T specifically. And discussions there'll be more of a free flow of information in the near future. One that we can celebrate, because anytime that free flow of information, which should be our inalienable right, is restored or available to us in full, cause for celebration. And in the near future, because of that, the deep state's not very happy. Okay, they don't have a lot of creativity. So we've talked about that in the past. Evil tends to find a strategy or a mechanism that works, and when it stops working, they just do it faster and harder and more. That extinction behavior goes on with them, just like it does with children. It's amazing. Yes, I'm calling the deep state childish. I'm not discounting their ability to harm and do negativity. I just don't want to give it power and attention. And yeah, I do see correlations between childish negative behavior and negative behavior by the deep state and the cabal. So I'm going to call it what I can as carefully as I can. That's it for this video. If you'd like to stay for just a short afterword, it has nothing to do with politics. And if you were here for the politics, that's it. And I thank you so much for watching and subscribing if you chose to, and liking my video if YouTube allows it. Sometimes you click that button and nothing happens, and I know that. Don't worry about it. Give it a try. If it works, it works. And until next time, I send you love, light, and wish for you everything bright. Now the afterword. It's May 9th. I live 12 miles from Canada in northern Maine. I think I was afraid some of you would be wondering why I'm in a sweater in May. Well, first of all, it's cold. It's 43 degrees today, and I'm having some insulation added to my house, and they have to keep the door open to blow it in. And so my house isn't much warmer than 43 degrees at the moment either. So I'm wearing unseasonal clothing, but it's very appropriate for the temperature I'm working in. And I just wanted to share that with you, so you don't have to worry that I did this at a different time or that something's happened to me or anything like that. It's just this seemingly never-ending process of bringing a house built in the 1950s up to code and fixed. And it needed insulation in the attic, so one more thing is getting checked off. Nothing glamorous, but very much essential and smart to do. So that's it for the afterword. Again, love, light, and everything bright to you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.